Welcome back. The 4th of July is known as America's Independence Day. It's the day the U.S. proclaimed its independence from England by signing the Declaration of Independence. While the signing of the Declaration itself was not completed until August, the 4th of July holiday is seen as the official anniversary of U.S. independence. As is customary, missions outside the U.S. celebrate the occasion with Americans living in the host countries and friends and business partners of the U.S. mission. That's what happened recently in Lagos.
What's a party without a theme? The Consulate General was decorated with landmarks and signpost representative of New York as guests walked into the garden party setting, where they are welcomed to a large tent under which you find small tables decorated with small versions of the American flag and Tootsie Rolls. Guests are allowed to mingle until the Marines march in, signifying the start of the celebrations proper.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say and home of the
U.S. Ambassador Stuart Symington in his address talks about the importance of mentorship, which he says will help change the course of Nigeria for good.
Nigeria today has a nation full of mentors, and you are the beneficiaries. Nigeria today has a nation full of excellence, corporate excellence, and we are all the beneficiaries tonight. Here's the bottom line. Nigeria this year, in 2018, needs 10 million mentors or more. 10 million people who will reach beyond their congregation, beyond their family, beyond those who speak their language or come from their part of the country, and find some of those people who desperately need a mentor. I was talking to the press before we began tonight. I asked them what they thought the major concern of Nigeria was. They said what almost every Nigerian says: leadership. And then I reminded them that in a democracy, you are the ship. The leaders are at the helm for a moment or two, sometimes 2 or 3, but the ship itself is you. So you're right to complain about leadership, so long as you look in the mirror and tell yourself, what part of that ship am I? Am I its keel that keeps it anchored in its path? Am I those sides that keep out the ice and the sea? Am I the sail? Am I the rudder? Am I the tiller? What am I doing to make this ship move forward in a direction that takes Nigeria to the port that Nigeria has to reach?
His comment was closely followed by the Director, Presidential Lounge and Head of Airport Protocol of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Dayo Adeoye, who represented the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Her Excellency Khadija Bukar Abba Ibrahim. He reiterated close ties between Nigeria and the United States, which he said is at its best.
Nigeria remains a major trading partner of America in sub-Saharan Africa, and America has continued to play its role as a trusted and reliable friend of Nigeria. As your country celebrates this milestone in its history, I am confident that the strong and long-existing friendship between our countries will continue to be enhanced.
The celebration continues with members of the diplomatic corps, religious leaders and traditional rulers, members of the business community, politicians, celebrities, the press, friends and families engaged in conversations they probably haven't had in a long time, strengthening the bond that binds the U.S. missions to their host communities.
This is the place where love is found.